Yeah, what's up everyone? Welcome back again to another very beautiful section. Trust you guys are doing very good out there. So in my last video I dropped a video for you guys to really help you guys. Okay, so today we want to look at how to get data sheet of any electronic component. Let me start by saying this. Getting the data sheet is very important because it can be very funny when some component gets burnt. For example, let's say you're working on a board. Let me use the case study of an amplifier, that is your power amp. Let's say you're working on a 5000 watt, or let's say it was there 1008 watts. You're working on it and a particular component got burnt. And unfortunately for you, you find the local store where you could get the various components, you did not get it. So what should you do? So that is why you must really understand the data sheet. So sometimes a transistor, or for example a sound IC may got burnt, for example, and you may not get it. But if you really understand the data sheet, you can add up component and it will give you the same function. Although it may not look beautiful like that of the factory standard, but it will still at least to give you what you want pending the time you get the original material, you understand. And for example, let me say I'm working, I need maybe let's just say ZN3904 transistor got burnt. I don't have any alternative, I don't have anyone, and I need to fix it very fast. So there are some equivalent, but how do you get it? So that is what we want to look at, so that but it's not that you just have, you don't need to jump there and just pick any component and you just put, for example, let's say ZN3904 got burnt and I just carry C15 and in 1015 I just put it there because they look alike, my dear, we damage the entire board. So how do we go about it? That is what we want to do. Let's dive in. All right, to get your data sheet, all thanks to technology, that you can get any material you want online. Sorry, my light is out. Let me on the second one. All right, good. All right, we are good. Back. Okay, so we said, okay, sorry about the break in transmission. So first thing, what I was saying, that all thanks to the internet these days compared to the before they gave birth to my great-great-grandfather. I wonder how they're coping then. So now it's very easy for you to get access to data materials online. All you need to do is just go to your Google, type the name of any component. So for example, let's say I'm looking for ZN3904. So if I go online, what I need to do is type the name there. It will pop up. Now I'm just showing the image so that first thing you need to understand is is it a PNP transistor or an NPN transistor? That is one thing you have to understand, because for example, if an NPN transistor got burnt and I put PNP there, it's right off, my dear. So you have to really understand the orientation of the transistor. So if you look at this one here, let me zoom in so that you can see it very well. Sorry for that. Let me zoom this in. That's too much. Okay, good. Now if you look at what we have here now, this is your transistor. You must understand the polarity. You can see this is the flat side, the round side is at the back there. So if it is facing you, that is the flat side facing off, the orientation is like this. This side is the emitter, while this is the base, this is the collector. That is the most important thing you must first understand. This is the emitter, this is the base, this is the collector. You can see it here, the numbering is here, and this is the data sheet of it. Remember, when we say transistor is a combination of diode, so to say. It's a combination of diode. That is what is in a transistor. So if you really understand, for example, if this one got burnt, I can definitely create some alternative or get the nearest equivalent to it. So let's dive in. So this is ZN3904. With me here I have let me show you this one. Okay, this is okay, this is C18 transistor. Okay, you can see the orientation. You see the other one, you remember that this one is facing up too. You can see it facing up. See this one facing up too. This one is facing up also. You can see it facing up. But when it's facing up, this side is the emitter. But you can see this one now. You see, this side is the emitter. They are looking alike. Let's proceed. The middle is the base. The middle of this one is what? Is the collector. Are you seeing it now? So you must be very, very careful of that. Not just to just look at, okay, they look alike. No, you have to be very sure of the orientation of their polarities, APNP, NPN, and also the way the base emitter and the collector are being oriented. You have to get the orientation. Sometimes you may get the equivalent of a particular one, but at the same time, you still need to come and check for this orientation, because for example, you may get an equivalent. Let's say I use an equivalent of ZN3904A, for example. If I put it, truly they are the same because of the equivalent, but the base here may be here, why that one may be here. So you have to be careful of that. It's not that your equivalent is not correct, it's correct, but the orientation sometimes can be different. So you have to really put that at the back of your mind. Don't forget, check for the emitter, the base, and the collector, the way it's being really arranged. Okay, then another thing to do is this. Let me zoom out back. All right, now, so when I check it normally online, you see it will pop up. I like using this particular site, alltransistor.com. Let me show you very well. I'm not promoting any site or anything. You know, I don't have any affiliate with any of them, but I find their material more useful. That is why I prefer using them, and I'm recommending them to you guys. No affiliate or anything with them. All right, so just click on it. If I click on it, this is what it will bring for me. I'm zooming out so you can see clearly. Now, what you need to first understand about that transistor. Now we already know that, okay, it is an NPN transistor. It has for the ZN3904 that my orientation, the first one is the emitter, the middle is the base, while the other side is the collector. We already know that, but we want to know more in depth about it so that we can get the best equivalent transistor for it. So you have to look at it. What is the material is being made up of? So the material is being made up of is a silicon material. The structure is an NPN transistor. You know, we already got that from here to NPN, so we are safe. Then the PC is 0.31 watt. Why this is the voltage across the collector and base is 60 volt. Why the collector and emitter is what? 40 volt. Why emitter and volt is 6 volt. These details I'm calling are very, very important. They're very important because, for example, if I'm substituting a component, I'll have to understand that, okay, from the side I'm taking it from, what is the voltage that flows across that area? You understand? And so for this particular one, definitely across the voltage base. Now the voltage across the collector and base, this area I'm highlighting here, across the voltage and base is 60 volt. So if I'm using anything like 20 volt or 30 volt, definitely that transistor will get burnt, and if it is too high, it may not drive it well. So that is to tell you that you must get something close to this, maybe +1, +2, or minus. You understand? Something at least very close to the barest minimum. So you have to put that at it. Then voltage across your collector and emitter, 40 volt, very, very important. So, and also look at the frequency which it's working. It's working with 300 Hz. You can see now all these details are very, very important, but that's not all we need. We still need more. Let's now go further. Now look at some of their recommendation. They are equivalent. You know, this is why I like this site so much. It will give you the best option. So now these are the equivalent you can use for this particular transistor. Remember that voltage across collector and base is 60 volt for the one we are looking for, which across collector and emitter is 40 volt. Why emitter and base is what? Is 60 volt. Why the current that flows through the IC is what? 0.2. Why the temperature it can work with is what? 135 degrees Celsius. So now let's now look at, if we are going to use this equivalent, fine, is a silicon materials, silicon materials, yes, NPN. But look at this now, the power current here is 1.5, where this one is what? Is 0.31. Fine, it will work, but it's just that it's too big. We have other options. You can see all these are more better option to it, but let's continue. Although that is to tell you that it will be able to withstand more power, but not all the time. It may not be necessary all the time. I mean, for me, I don't prefer this 1.5. I can prefer this up than this. My voltage rating, yes, 60 is okay, 40 still okay, 6 volt okay, my current okay. You see 135 degree. This can, if this one is high, no problem. That is to tell you that it can still undo more high temperature. My frequency range is 300. Very good. You can see 4. So this is very good. This is a very good one. So you can decide to use any of the components here you see here. Now you can go with them. So let's assume we prefer this now. That is 2N3904. okay, 2N3904 BU. So we'll now check for it. Now we want to really check, because you know the first one, let me type that one, that is 3N39 ZN3905 04 rather. It's 2N, what's the name again, sorry. Okay, 2N3904 3904. So I'm looking for that diagram back. Sorry, I have to check something back. Okay, 2N3904. This is what the initial one. So let's check it out so that we can do comparison. So remember, for this one, our emitter is here, base is here. So the equivalent. So we already got a perfect match that we can use to substitute it, but we want to be sure of the orientation of the emitter base. So sometimes, if my, you know, for the ZN3904, the base is at the middle, so it can be funny. Some component may be the perfect equivalent, but the orientation may be different. So all you need to do is twist it. Then you find a semiconductor, a material that will not conduct. For example, I can peel a wire and just put it in the leg, then I will twist it. So if this is my, for example, let's say this is emitter, this is collector now, and this is where I need base, I will twist it, then I will guide it with that or wire that I peel. Just put it here, use it to twist it, and it will give you perfect. So let's look at what the orientation of this one looks like. Maybe luckily it's going perfect. Okay, luckily for us, this one is perfect. You can see the emitter at this side, base is this. All right, so that is a very perfect and very good match for us. So for this one, we can use it straight, just put it inside it. It will give you what you need, and you are very, very good to go. Guys, I believe you've gotten a lot of value from this video. If you find my video very, very helpful, why not like my video? Like it so that a lot of people get to learn from this channel, and subscribe to this video on this channel so that you get more helpful video. Remember, I do sound installation, I sell keyboard, I sell guitar, I repair them also. I sell power amplifiers, power amplifier mixer, speakers, and the rest, and will definitely deliver to anywhere you are across Nigeria. Trust me, if I'm a scammer, I will not show my face. So this is my number. If you have anyone or you need my recommendation against getting any gadget, or you want to install your studio, no problem, you can feel free to get across to me in Nigeria. This is my number, +234 81 46846528, or you call my second number 081 07 07126509. So definitely one of them will go. You can chat me on WhatsApp if that is where you prefer, or you give me a call. Just give me a call, we'll definitely get across to you. So anywhere you're in Nigeria, definitely 100% your goods will get delivered to you. So why not like this video? Thank you so much. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.